Welcome to this webinar, guys, or the Zoom call. Today I want to show you how to increase your Bitcoin. I'm going to do my screen sharing. Let me quickly go to that. Sorry for this, my slideshow. Okay, so I call this Nebraska's Bitcoin Secrets and how to save with Bitcoin. But before I go on with this one, I just want to show you in my accounts here, my CEX account. It doesn't matter which exchange account you are using. As you can see, I've got with Bitcoin, I've got a certain amount of Bitcoin in there. I also got Ethereum. Let me just check. Okay, because this is Ripple. I bought some Ripple, but I do have my Bitcoins. Let me just go into my finances. So you can see my cryptocurrencies that I've got. I've got 0.00130855 Bitcoins. I also have got Ethereum that when I bought it was $12 US dollars, and that one was 40 US dollars. And then I also got Ripple, that's about a little bit more than $20 worth of Ripple that I bought. The Ripple that I bought it a long time ago, so I just leave it there. But you can see I checked the price. Let's go back to trade. And I'm not going to trade it. I just buy my Bitcoins through this exchange and I keep it there. So if, for instance, for Bitcoin, what I do, I buy when I've got a balance there, and then I put the amount in that I want to buy it for. But I also check. And here you can see how Bitcoin is going. Early this morning, it was 37, round about that. Which time was that? 20:45, because this is not New Zealand time. This is absolutely, this is the US time. But here you can see the time. So this afternoon, round about, say, quarter to, yeah, it's quarter to 3. The Bitcoin was $34,000. And now, at this time, close to midnight US time, but it's close to, well, it's past midday in New Zealand. It's 574. Okay. When I bought my Bitcoin, it was $31,000 per Bitcoin, because I put it in here. When I want to buy Bitcoin, I had my balance, and my balance showed up there, and I put the amount there in for 30,000. It was 37,000 when I bought it on the 6th of January. And then it went down. No, I lie. Yeah, it was $34,000, 647 when I bought my Bitcoin. And I bought it for 31. I marked it for 31,000. And then it increases again the same day up to 34,000. And it brought my amount that I've had with a balance and CX, it was, like you can see now, is 49.05, but it was $35. And my Ethereum at that stage, it was when I bought it, it was 1,000 and something. It was $12, and then it increases the same day up to 1,100, and my $12 that I had increased to $14.94, close to $15. So it showed a $44.94 profit that I got. It's like it can fall, it goes up and down because the price of Bitcoin is going up and down. And then When I discovered this morning, and going through all my stuff, I saw I had XRP. And where did I saw that? And I bought XRP a long time ago. So I go to my finance. This is the CEX. You don't have to use it. You use what you can afford. And then I can see the crypto balance. And then I saw that I had some, I think it was less than 0 point something. Let me see. It was 0.2. But XRP that I had, and this morning, instead of buying Bitcoin, I bought more XRP because it was then 30 cents for the XRP. That is the Ripple. But I buy it and I'm going to leave it there because it's 65. It doesn't matter. If this is going up and down, it really doesn't matter. So there you can see it's 30 cents. 0.67 is close to, well, it's going up to 31 cents. And mine, when I bought it, was 0.305. So it was close to a half, 30 and a half cent. So this is a rise of another 0.001 in XRP. And people are trading it. I'm not trading it. What I do is when I got enough money, and if say for instance, this amount where I can see how much it is, sell, because I do have it, and I click, and then I can see it's $49. Now this morning when I check it, the price was much higher. So the price right now is 37, and then it was 36,000. So I had $48.17, and now I've got 49.01, and it will increase as you check it here. You just check it, and I can minimize it, like bring it in the furthest that I can go for the day. And you can see it's 6 o'clock this morning, and 12 o'clock, 1800 and 2300. So this is one day. But just check how it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. There's a section, and I'll post the chart for you, where you can see, and it goes since Bitcoin started. You just check it, and you work according to that chart. When your Bitcoin is rising and rising and rising, and you can afford to sell only 25% of your Bitcoin, but you don't use that money, you keep it in there, because when the price of Bitcoin goes down significantly, then you can buy more Bitcoin and you will get more Bitcoin for your dollar value. What I'm doing, I'm writing it down. I put everything on paper. I write the day down, and I do it every day from Monday to Friday, because weekends is my time with my husband. And that's when we are driving around and do some work around the house or whatsoever. And then I can see what I have done. I can even tell you on the 8th of January, the price of Bitcoin went up to $38,830. So my $40 was $50.70. And then it went up on the 9th to $40,410. So my $40 was worth $52.90. It was 60, I think it was $60 New Zealand dollars that I paid, or just over yeah, it's about $50. No, it was 60. So it was, in the beginning, it was $60 that I paid, and then when I wrote it down, it was 62 because the price increased in the meantime after I had bought it. And then on the 9th, it was 73 New Zealand dollars that I had increased, but I am checking it on the US dollar. So it was from $40 up to $12 more that I had. But I'm not worried about, okay, it's going up and now it's falling, because early this morning it was $48.17. And let's check it where it is now, because it's $48.75. But a little while ago, it was $49. So you can see this is how it sells, and it rises. Let me just go back. Okay, yeah, let me just open it a little bit wider. So you can see these candles, that's what we call it. And you can follow someone on YouTube and listen what they are saying. I will also give you a link. Let me just have a look. Someone gave a link in the group where you can follow someone. A Bitcoin and Ethereum will shock the world. So there's a YouTube video in the Toro support group on WhatsApp that you can follow that. I can post another one that I am following. And then I also use my chart that I've got, and I will share that chart with you. You can print it out, or you can keep it on your phone or on your computer, so that you can check it out all the time to see how it works and what to do in the future. But now, we have lost a lot in MTI. We have lost everything that we've put in MTI. Some people put their whole pension fund in there, and then they withdraw as they need it per month. So that money is gone, and we don't know when we are going to get our initial deposits back. But that doesn't mean for you to go and procrastinate, or just go and sit in a corner and weeping about the money that you have lost. If you don't get up, you will get nowhere. You will really get nowhere. So what I want to share now is what the different places where you can go. For Luno, this is what I got from New Zealand, that you need about 10 US dollars. But someone told me that you can also use 10 Rand. So that you can buy some crypto from them, the Bitcoin, especially in Bitcoin. Buy it. I mean, if you've got that, and you can, for some, it will be really hard right now. But that's an offer. If you don't take action right now, it must hurt you. You know, Joel, as he always said, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not your why. If you haven't got a goal in life to work towards, you will never get it there. And let me be frank with you. Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Brendan Bouchard, Mike Zuckerberg, you can call all these people. They didn't got the money just like that or inherit it. I know, especially with Tony Robbins, I know with Brendan Bouchard, and I know with Dean Graziosi. I know, and I walked up a road with Dean, and he had a significant impact on my life. And he changed my mindset so that I can stay positive, because he fell 5 times that he haven't had anything, that he had to start all over again. He slept in a toilet at night for 3 months. But what he has done to get out of that place where he was, I mean, if you listen and read his story, it's mind-blowing. And there are some stuff, if you want to do something and put your head on that and just push it through, and don't look at the other things, but concentrate on this. Yes, you've got all these things. It's COVID. You lose your job. People losing their jobs. If we are going into a second lockdown in this year with COVID, my husband is going to lose his job, and then we will have nothing to fall back on. The state will not look after us. Okay, now for him, he need an operation. But what I has done, I didn't work. I got a small allowance per week from my husband, but then he couldn't afford it because we went into COVID. And luckily a position opened for me at church. They needed someone to scrub the toilets, and they will pay me once a week, go in there for 3 hours on a Friday, scrubbing toilets. And that's not a nice job. But you know what is a job that pays me and give me $60 a week. And that helped us financially. But then I spoke to my husband and said, $20 from that $60 per week, it's mine, because this is what I want to save it. And I want to save it long term. And you don't ask me for that money. Or you've got that money, we are in trouble. No, because I've got a goal in my that I'm walking towards. I want 1 Bitcoin in my wallet, and I will do that. So there's Luno. Luno do have withdrawal fees. It's just like your bank. You can go in there and you can check it. You can check it also with CX if you want to do it. How long until my withdrawal process? There's a question and answer place. You can Google it and it will show up. This is where I got this. Then it is CAX. Is that when you buy Bitcoin, they say it's like 0.01, and it cost me $20 that I've bought some, but it's not 0.01. That there's also some withdrawal fees when I want to change. Even if you change it from Bitcoin to New Zealand dollar or to South African rand or US dollar, well, not US dollars, yeah, then there's fees involved. And I'm willing to pay that fees because it's like the bank. Those fees, people need to make some money also to make it worthwhile for them to keep our money there. And nobody else can get into my CEX account. And then you've got altcoin trader. You can go in. If you've got altcoin trader, use that and start working from there. And then a simple Bitcoin converter, you go to prev.com and it will show you the Bitcoins. And I'll show you. Let me just get out here, and I do have it up, my Bitcoin. And there's my prev. And then you can see, I put in the amount. Let me take my amount of Bitcoin that I've got there for prev. Sometimes they differ a little bit than what you've got in your wallet. So I'll go there, but prev is just a average that you will get. I paste it, so it's 48.67. Let's see what they show me up here. 48.55. Can you see that there's a slight difference in there? But it doesn't matter. So I've got Ethereum, I've got Bitcoin, and I've got Ripple. And I'm not trading it, but what I do from time to time, when the price is going up, I'm selling some of my coins when it's rise very, very, very high. But I can't do it right now because what is 25%? If you need a certain amount, I think it's 0.002 that you need to sell your Bitcoins, or 0.001 if you want to sell some Bitcoins, and they will say, no, you can't do it because you haven't got enough to sell or to buy. So I'll go for check what is the minimum. Then that minimum, I just say it must go for 4 times. And that's what I need in my account before I can withdraw Bitcoin. And then I check when it is very high, I will sell only 25% of what I've got. And then I'll wait until the price is very low, lower than the amount that I first bought my Bitcoin. So if I want to sell my Bitcoin, 25% of my Bitcoin, my first Bitcoins that I bought was 34,000. And that means the price of Bitcoin must go lower than 34,000 per Bitcoin before I can buy or will buy or sell my Bitcoin and buy Bitcoin, because I want more Bitcoin for the value of my money. And this is what the whales are doing. And we as small fries can do exactly the same. But you have to be persistent. You must have a goal and bring it up so that you can have, say, for instance, 0.5 or 0.9 or let's see, let's just have a look. Let's go to prev. If you've got 0.05, so that's 1,854,000 US dollars. I can then afford to use half of that, or not half, 25% of that. Let me just go in 1852. 852 divided by 4. So it's $463 worth of Bitcoin. 463 Bitcoin. So the amount of Bitcoin that I want to speculate with must be 0.012 at least, so that I can speculate with that. And then when the price is going below the $34,000 that I bought with, and it can happen, but then you don't get anxious. Oh, now I've got less money. No, your Bitcoins stay the same. It's the value that will decrease, and that's the value that will increase. And we are looking for increased value. And you build up your Bitcoin, because there will become a stage where they stop mining Bitcoin, and then you can't buy Bitcoin. Oh, well, you can still buy Bitcoin, but at the time when it reached the ceiling where they don't mine Bitcoin anymore, Bitcoin's price will be $1 million plus. And will you be able to afford? How much do you think you will need to buy some Bitcoin? But if you have that in your account, then you will be able to buy some extra Bitcoin. But start now. Think long term, not right for now. Yes, you've got a problem right now. We need money right now, but you need it in the future too. And that's why if Ripple is going up in the price, you can see it's 30 now. It's lower than the price that I bought it for. That means my Ripple. Let me go in there. That $20 worth of Ripple that I had, and I bought there, if I click on that, it's now 1987. I'm not going to sell my Ripple for less what I've bought it for. No, I'll wait till Ripple, and it will get, eventually it will get there, even if it takes 5 or 6 or even 10 years. I don't mind, because say for instance, in 10 years, Ripple reached the price where Bitcoin has been, when I bought my Bitcoin, of $31,000 times 65. Let me do it. I'm just going to take 65 times 31,123. This is what I will have $2 million. And I just paid 30 cents. If I had the opportunity to do it, and things just happened with me. I was in an accident and I couldn't do it. But I could buy in 2012. I had the opportunity to buy $27 a package of Bitcoin, and then it was 7 Bitcoins that I could get for $27. If I have done that and I left it in here, you can just check it. Let's have a look and come on into proof. If I bought that, I would have had $259,700 in my bank account, or in my exchange. And this is since then that I am with CEX, since 2012. And my money I never lost my money. Nobody tried to hack my account, because I've got everything in place. You have to do your 2FA and everything, and do what they say. If they ask you for verification, do it, because you want to do it. You want to have more. And my Ethereum, there it was. When I bought my Ethereum, it was 900 and some, yeah, it was 900. And when I wrote it down, it was 1,100. What is Ethereum? 1,123. Let's check on that. It was $12 that I had when I bought my Ethereum. And I'm not going to sell it right now. There it is. I've got it. It's now worth $15. And on the highest that I had with my Ethereum was $16.17 on the 9th. Then it was at 1,201. but it will just eventually rise. You know, a couple of weeks in December, it was only $270 per Ethereum. And yes, I did bought some Ethereum and I used it for other projects and I lost all of it. And yes, it's quite good. I'll stay with that. I'll not do other programs, but I stick with it. And yes, I'll do some stuff now to get more Bitcoins because I've got a goal and you have to get out of your mindset. Only you can do it. Only you can do it. It's your decision if you want to get out where you are right now and start doing something. And it's also your decision to do nothing and stay where you are. And then don't blame anybody than yourself. Don't blame your circumstances. Don't blame the economy. Don't blame your spouse. Don't blame your parents. Don't blame your boss. Blame yourself because the opportunities are out there that you can do something. You can bake something and sell it. You've got the opportunity in South Africa that we haven't got here in New Zealand because we need to have a license. You have to go for a food license and before you can sell any products. I've baked a lot of Cook Sisters and biscuits every year. And one year, only with my Cook Sisters, in 3 months' time, I made 12,000 Rand profit. But I worked my butt off. I had a goal. I wanted to go to England to visit my kids there to have some money. They paid for my airfare ticket, but I need some money. And then my husband was in a veld fire and he couldn't work, so no work, no pay. That money went then for our expenses, and I gave everything for him in that time to pay the bills and everything. And I went with nothing in my pocket to the UK. It was the worst time of my life because I had to look in my children's eyes to buy some stuff because my mindset wasn't right. If I have just put some money, I could take, for instance, well, at that stage it would have been £10 if I took 1,000 Rand. I could have done that, but I didn't. And I haven't had a goal. I haven't had the tools in 2006 like we've got now with the internet. It's out there. There are programs that are for free. And don't think that if you make 1 cent per day on a program, oh no, I'm not going to do that. Why not? Why not? 1 cent is 1 cent. In 30 days, you will have 30 cents. In 90 days, you will have 90 cents. And I can show you those programs. And I'm going to make a video about that those programs that you can go in for free. But you must have the persistence. You must have the patience to get where you want. You can start with nothing. You really can start with nothing. And that's what I want to do. I wanted to do here. I want to encourage you to get up. Get up and do something. Go and clean someone's house then if you don't. Nobody, if you tell him, listen, I need money and I want you know, someone that got the money said, if I come and clean your house for you just for an hour or two, and what would you mind paying me? But you know what? Some of us think that's a minor job. That's not for me. I'm not going to humiliate myself by doing that. You know what, people, when I come to New Zealand, I've learned there's no such thing that the person that scrubbed the toilets, the person that swept the floor, the roads, women, young, beautiful, blonde, blue-eyed women are sweeping the floors, the streets in Dunedin. Does that mean she's nothing worth? No way. She can buy food and put food on the table for her and her kids. That will help her. She's doing something, and you can do something. You can crochet something. You can build something and sell that money so that you can get started. You've got the opportunity to do that. We've got it there. You have to think outside the box. You must stop thinking of what other people will think. I don't care what people are thinking. I don't care what people are thinking because it's my life. And I've got a goal because you know what? in 3-4 years from now, those people that have looked down onto me, or you a toilet scrubber, or you sweep the streets, or you've just went and you washed dishes and cleaned someone's house for just a couple of rands or a couple of dollars. This is we haven't got servants here. We are our own servants. And that's a good thing that we have learned here in New Zealand. And it's time for you people in South Africa to get these things out of your head, because we want to live, and we've got this American dream, but we can't get to that American dream. Only 1% of the people in South Africa get what the American dream in South Africa and make a lot of money. And you know what? Then they start humiliating people under them so that they will be ashamed to get up and do something, and be ashamed to do a work that they think it's not for me. Oh, what about my nails? Hey, put gloves on your hands. Do something. Go and start a vegetable garden in COVID time. And I'm not sucking this out of my thumb. I get so excited and when I think about these things, that we have planted our vegetables when we have been in South Africa on a regular basis because we were dirt poor. And people now, I'm going to share something with you. This is my story. In 2006, when I came back from the UK, I tasted what is going on in the outside world. And when I got off that plane, before I got up, it was like something told me this is not your country anymore. I couldn't explain it, because the freedom that I experienced in the UK, and the UK got a lot of crime also, but not as worse as in South Africa. And then I had my brain set on New Zealand. I want to come to New Zealand. That a family member told me, stop lying to people, telling them you're going to New Zealand because you are too dirt poor to go to New Zealand. But I had my goal. I dreamed about it. I went online when we had our got our computer. Oh, I've got my computer in 2006, the end of 2006. Someone gave me a computer, and then I wanted to start make money on it, and that's where I start learning about things online, and I equipped myself to be able to do some stuff online. But I had this dream, and my brother-in-law threw his little khaki hood on the ground and told me, you are too dirt poor to go to New Zealand. But I had it in mind, and I worked hard. I baked, and I've done everything. And we went through a lot of ordeals. My husband got ill. We haven't had money that come in. So I had to bake biscuits and stuff to bring food on the table. He got better and he started working. And then things just start bottlenecking for us. But when the time came, also when we had nothing, and that's where we went to Kleinfontein, and I mention it here because if it wasn't for Kleinfontein, we wouldn't have been able to buy some property there. And how did we do that? We haven't had the money to do a deposit. My husband started building kitchen cupboards, and we used the first kitchen that he bought for the deposit on the piece of land that we bought in Kleinfontein. And then we struggled. We still owed them the money when we sold it. And we just had enough money to pay off our debt. The rest of the money that we still owe on our property there. And we could buy our tickets. And with 40,000 rand in our pockets, that's what we came to New Zealand. And with faith, because we believe that God will provide. Because the Lord said, in Mark 11, verse 22 to 25, forgive those that has wronged you. And what you think about, you bring about. And that's, you will read that in Proverbs 4. I'm not going to give you the verse there. Go and read it for yourself. And as in English, they say, what a man thinketh, so is he. If you think less of yourself, you will be less, and everybody will think about that. about you. So you can get up there. We came here, we haven't had anything, we haven't had a job offer. We were still lucky because that was about 11 years ago. So we were still lucky to have that. But we wouldn't have had that luck if I didn't start earlier. That when I say something to my husband and he tells me we can't, and I give him a look and I say, don't give me that look, because I believe. I believed in myself. I believed in God. I believed in God's promises. And you can do exactly the same. I'm not here to preach to you, but that's my story. And we came here. We have been on, we start growing camel knees. We've been on our knees all the time. And God started opening doors for us. And what have I done? I went to clean people's houses. And some of the South Africans here thought, well, you did poor. But you know what? Today, in 11 years' time, we've got a huge house, not a flashy house, but I don't care. People can even call it as a shack if they want to. I don't care, because we had a goal in mind. We worked hard, and we were so lucky to get this place for so cheap and paid it off in 5 years. How? By working our butts off. We had a goal, not buying tomato sauce and all that kind of stuff, but just eat the essentials, planting some vegetables. And now we are selling vegetables because we need some extra money. We're still not high up there, because what happened, the money that I had, and that I was lucky enough to withdraw some money to do something else, to do some renovations in the house. I feel good about that. Yes, I do feel bad, because it's about $5,000 US dollars that are in MTI that I've lost. I still haven't the courage to tell my husband that, but I'm working hard now to get up and get my Bitcoins. And I told him, you don't ask me for money anymore, because I've got a goal. We are going on pension in 4 years' time. So now you've got my age. I'm not afraid to tell you my age. But I'm turning 61 into this year. Does that mean I haven't got the brains to do some stuff online? No, heck no. And the same with you. Age has nothing to do with your drive to get where you want to. If you want something, you will do everything in your mind, in the life, to get what you want. And then you will reap the benefits from that. So let this be, and grow your Bitcoin. Grow it. I will give you some guidance, but there's other people that you can also get the guidance from. We've got a lot of qualified people here in the Taro support group, if you want to go there. But I will post even in my Bitcoin Income Dream group, Nebraska's MTI team. I will post it also for you, the links where you can go and start making money. And don't think, oh, this is just time consuming. Because if you are not willing to do something, it's your problem. I'm just giving you these things, and I want to equip you. And I will post a link where you can go and learn some stuff, how to talk to people, sell some stuff, and grow it there, and use that money to help you with your financial situation. Do it on the right way. Don't pest people around you. I mean, Petron Pay, I've talked about that. Petron Pay, and I've got my money that I've already put in Petron Pay. I've got it back. But I've got to go. I'm not going to withdraw anything from Petron Pay. And I've got a strategy, because I don't want to be in a situation like MTI ever again in my life, because I already learned from that. That was a very, very, very dear, dear, it's like expensive, the meaning here in New Zealand, schooling that I went through, and you went through. So we can do it. Come on, guys. Just do it. Just get up and move forward. Don't look what is back. Blame Johan. We all feel, I feel if I can get my hands on him, I think he will be dead if everybody gets on him. And I've got something to tell him. But because the stuff that we talked about, And he's doing the opposite, exactly what the other guys has done. Yes, I swear it. When I saw what my Bitcoins are worth in MTI, I couldn't help it. The words just jumped out of my mouth. And I'm not a swearer. And I was angry. But you know what? I'm not going to allow that anger towards Johan going to push me back and just waiting for the next one. No, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to ride my bike because I fell and I hurt my knee and my elbow and look at my face. It hurts. Heck man, let dat daar rowe opgroei en staan op en doen het, begin weer van vooraf. Sorry for my English listeners in here, but I had to just to say it because the majority are Afrikaans that are listening to this right now. But just get up and do something. Let that wounds heal. Give you some time to heal, yes. But if the longer you wait, the longer it will take you to get back. The longer you wait to heal from that, the longer it will take you to get back. And at the end, you will haven't done anything. And this is what I want to bring into your mind. I will say it over and over and over again if I have to. In the next Zoom call, I will show you exactly how to get back on track with things that you can do to start change your mind, change your way of thinking. So I don't care, even if there's just one person, even if there's no person, I will be there and I will record the whole thing and I will bring it to you and I will post it on YouTube. So you can listen to that afterwards. It doesn't matter. So for those that, even if it's just one person in this whole group that are taking it at heart what I am saying today and get to the top where they want, even if it takes them 10 years, good on you, then I have reached my goal, then I am happy. And that's worth more than $1 million. If I can reach out to something or give something, what I've got to other people and they start doing that, that's my goal. And I hope that this will help you to rethink the things and get out, leave that MTI is long gone. What is there you can't bring it back. We don't know if we're going to get our money. So don't bargain on that, but get up and walk towards your future. Don't look back. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's absolutely gone. You can't do, today is gone. Halfway. For you people, for me, it's just, mine's just started, but it's gone. And I can't do anything about things that I have done wrong yesterday. If I haven't done some work, yes, some of the stuff is I can go. I haven't cleaned my dining room, so or my lounge, so I'll go back and I can clean my lounge today. But what if people had come in and I haven't cleaned it? It's unclean. I didn't vacuum. I haven't done this. I haven't done that. I was washing toilets. This week I'm doing it 3 times this week because I took a loan from my boss to have some money for Christmas. But I also use that for something, and this is what your mindset is. Don't use the money for things to live better. The living better can come. The living better can come. I just needed money for more money for planks to have built-in cupboards, and that's what I've done it for. And I bought some clothes for myself. That's a necessity. I didn't bought sweets and cakes and all those type of things. We had a quiet Christmas because that's not important. That's not important. We are putting the emphasis on unimportant things and make it important to what? To keep up with the Joneses? Get that out of your mind. Be yourself. Be Donnie, be Sarah, be John. Don't be someone else. It's your life. You can't live the life of other people, and they can't live your life. You live your own life. You create your own life. You create your own destiny with the help of God. And the Lord said, if you don't work, you don't eat. And if you've got a goal, if you don't anything to get your goal, you will never get that goal. So get up, people, and may you have a blessed week. Love you all. And this call is officially over. Oh, let me just go in.